Hey everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we're looking at Deep Blue Sea. This is going all the way back to 1999. We have the story of some doctors who are trying to play God by working on cures for Alzheimer's and making super smart sharks, because that sounds like a great idea. Why use an animal that's a little closer to a human, or not one that's capable of eating you? I don't know. But that's what scientists do apparently in movies. They do things that make no sense to an actual scientist, and we get bad results. You've got, a star-studded cast with Thomas Jane as kind of the hero, and then also Saffron Burrows as one of the lead doctors, which is about as believable as I don't know, me being America's Next Top Model. And you've got other supporting cast. You've got Samuel L. Jackson, you've got LL Cool J, you got Michael Rappaport. Is Sam Jackson this? I can't remember. I'm trying to block out as much of the movie as I can. And the characters aren't really all that interesting. They're kind of all blend together. The shark, of course, is the star of the sharks. Oh, they're super smart sharks. And shark movies have been done. I don't need to see any more shark movies. I really don't. Jaws pretty much captured it. Done. Don't need to see any more. But people keep doing it. They try to put these little twists on how different ways sharks can kill people, especially when they're super smart. If there's a helicopter in a movie with a shark, you are pretty much guaranteed the shark is going to eat that helicopter. Every time. Sharks eat helicopters. Apparently it's almost as often as they eat people. Apparently, sharks eat helicopters. It's just kind of a guarantee. And so many things in this movie that just bothered me. It bothered me in a lot of movies. You have all of these safety features, the watertight pressurized doors and all this stuff, which never ever work when they're supposed to. They only work when it involves trapping someone somewhere. Really? We need some good German engineering where things work the way they're supposed to work, because apparently in movies, I don't know where they get these things out of, because nothing works the way it's supposed to. It only works to make your job harder and to kill you. That's the only thing that technology does. If that's how technology really worked in the real world, we would have died off a long time ago. And underwater glass. This happened in Jaws 3D. This happened in this movie. It has happened in so many movies that have things underwater. Apparently the glass that they make for withstanding thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of pressure underwater, they're made to withstand exactly that. If there is 2 billion pounds of water pressure, this glass is made to withstand exactly 2 billion pounds of water pressure. If it gets 2 billion pounds in an ounce, it will crack and shatter instantly, destroying everything inside by flooding it. If I see another shark there's this one, it pushes something through the water through the glass, which obviously also shows they don't know how water resistance works, because you can't launch things through water like that. It doesn't. The water resistance. Things move slower in water than in air, because water creates. Do I really have to have a science lesson when I'm watching them? I don't need to have to sit there and go, I learned this in the 4th grade. I learned about these things in grade school. How did no one in Hollywood who can operate cameras and apparently write words down and read scripts, apparently none of them took a science course in their lives, and they don't know how anything works. Just so much about this movie that bothered me on so many levels, because it's sloppy filmmaking. It really is. I understand that there is a suspension of disbelief, and you're supposed to have fun, but I can't have fun if my suspension of disbelief is in what's considered a normal world movie, where I have to accept the fact that science doesn't work. I know science works. If you want to do a movie where science is different, don't set it in normal world Earth. Set it in a fantasy world where there's magic, and then science can do whatever you want. Set it on a different planet where gravity works different. I don't care, but don't fuck shit up like that. Scale of 1 to 10. They were working on a cure for Alzheimer's. I almost wish they wouldn't, because I want it so I don't remember movies like this. Because this movie it's awful. For the amount of people in it, Thomas Jane, I like Thomas Jane, but he at this point in his career, he was definitely not ready for a starring role. I don't know if he still is. He's a good enough actor, but I think he carries a film type actor. Everyone else is supporting cast, and Saffron Burrows. The amount of things wrong with this movie, the number one thing is letting Saffron Burrows live to the end. That is the biggest problem I have with this movie. She's not a good actress. She's not, and she should have been one of the people to die earlier. Not, LL Cool J or someone else. Not saying LL Cool J is a great actor, but he's still LL Cool J. That's all I have for this one. Until next time, You all stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.